thank you for being here.
Hi, Lisa. Thank you for having me.
This is Lisa Dunn with the Change Agents and Remax Results, and today I have invited Joyce Konczyk, who is part of the care management team at Volunteers of America and a licensed social worker, to talk with us about if you're a family member or a loved one taking care of somebody with dementia or Alzheimer's. How do you deal with the constant questions and the repeated questions that come up and the unpleasant truths that we are put in the position of talking about when we're dealing with somebody with Alzheimer's? So Joyce, I'm wondering if you have any stories of folks that you've worked with that have had Alzheimer's or dementia, and an example of when they've been put in a position where they have to talk through some things that are difficult or challenging with someone with Alzheimer's or dementia.
Oh, many. I have many stories, and I think a very common story is the older adult, say 90-year-old woman who is expecting her mother to pick her up from school, and they are insistent that mom's coming to get them. So what does daughter do? What does caregiver do when mom is anxiously pacing, waiting for her mother to get her? And I would say in the early 80s, when I started my career working with older adults and their families, we would try to reorient this person. You know, we would remind them that they're 90 and their mother is deceased. Unfortunately, your mom died 20 years ago, Agnes, and I know you've forgotten this because of your memory loss, but mom is gone, so let's move on from there. And this was called reorientation therapy. And we practiced it rigorously, and it didn't work. It didn't work then, and it doesn't work now. It's frustrating for caregivers because they think they're doing it wrong. If only they did it right. If only mom would try a little harder to remember that mom's dead, grandma's dead. But reorientation therapy doesn't work. So what do you do in a situation like that? What's in your toolbox?
So what do you do? Because most caregivers, what they're going to do is try to reorient and remind the person, today's Tuesday, not Friday. Today isn't the day your son comes. Or no, your son was here this morning.
Right.
What are the things that a family is supposed to do?
I think that there's a couple things in the toolbox that don't approach lies. Because we really want to avoid lies. We're uncomfortable with lies or therapeutic fibs, however you want to put that, and we could talk more about that. But what you can do is distract. You can get more into the emotion of what they're feeling at that moment. Oh, you're missing mom. Tell me more about your mom. Did you have a close relationship with your mom? Tell me your favorite story about your mom. What's your favorite memory? And get into the emotion of her wanting to be with mom. What would you tell mom if mom were here? What do you want to tell mom when she picks you up? Let me wait here with you while you're waiting for mom. Or let's do something else while you're waiting for mom, which approaches a fib because mom is never coming. But it gets to that element of, why are you waiting for her? What are you expecting? It gets to her emotional truth, which is important and may be distracting. So that's in the toolbox. Distraction is in the toolbox. Joining in to the stories in your toolbox. But I would also encourage people to consider a therapeutic fib in this situation because mom is never going to meet her, and she is never going to understand that mom is never going to meet her. That is the deep tragedy of Alzheimer's disease, that there will be no understanding, ever. Once you reach the moderate to advanced stages of a dementing illness, you are not ever going to reorient this person.
And that is the biggest leap that a caregiver has to make, is that reorientation isn't ever really going to happen, at least the way you knew it to happen before the diagnosis or before the progression of the disease.
Yeah, but still we try, and we see caregivers trying, to their immense frustration, and that's unfortunate.